But let's move on to the Venezuelan Dominican Republic pool, because they are still in the same pool. And that might, I don't know, it's hard to say. That's probably is the toughest pool, because Netherlands is in it. So Venezuela, or Dominican Republic, who I would say, last tournament, they were saying this is the best lineup of all fucking time. So last tournament in 2023, they had Julio Rodriguez, Juan Soto, Manny Machado, Teoscar Hernandez, Rafael Devers, Wander Franco, Jose Ramirez, Vladdy Jr., and then Gary Sanchez, last but not least. But, not all those guys ended up playing, but that was the original lineup that everyone lost their shit over. This is the best lineup of all time. And they didn't even make it out of the frickin' pool, Mitch. They ended up losing to Puerto Rico and Venezuela, which is why they didn't make it. So it was a massive disappointment, and there was some drama. According to Mike Rodriguez, the atmosphere in the clubhouse was negative, said 3 players threatened to leave the team because of issues. So trouble in paradise? Trouble in paradise. And then there was some issues with Rafael Devers, apparently, and I had no idea about this stuff, but Rafael Devers back in the news with some rumors of not being a good guy. Not a good guy, but a clubhouse distraction, you would say. Pujols said himself that there had been no communication with Devers, because Devers isn't on the team. So why isn't Devers on the team? Pujols is like, I never talked to him. Then says that he tried to contact Devers, but Devers never responded. Called him several times, never answered. I don't know if he changed his number or something. According to an analyst, Americo Salado Rafael, sorry, that's not his name. Americo Salado, Rafael Devers left a tarnished impression on the Dominican team's management due to his lack of commitment and discipline. So I don't know how reliable this is, because this guy is like Spanish journalist, so I don't really know him. But he's saying that, dude, Rafael Devers was causing issues last tournament, and that's why he's not on the team this tournament. Apparently, he arrived at the tournament completely out of shape, and this really offended the Dominican team. Went 2 for 16 in the tournament. Was interpreted as a lack of respect for the national team in a country that experienced its best lost, that expected his best after signing a big contract or whatever. So Devers is not on the team this year. Jose Ramirez also not on the team. His wife is pregnant, but if she gives birth in the first round, then he's free to play in the second round, so watch out for that.
It is kind of funny that he is out and he's one of the best players in baseball, but Dominican Republic also has Manny Machado and Junior Caminero.
They don't need him.
So it's like, the step down between Jose Ramirez and their backup third baseman, it hurts, but it's not like Carlos Correa to whatever shortstop is starting for Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah. When you look at these rosters and you really look at them, like Dominican Republic, them and the U.S. on paper got to be the strongest. Japan's always a different thing because it's a lot of players you don't know because they're playing MPB, but Dominican Republic's second best team according to WAR, 400 WAR, and the third place team is 130 WAR behind them. That's Venezuela. They're also in their pool. That will be probably the biggest, in my opinion, most watched game of the pool play. Venezuela versus Dominican. We'll get there. Carlos Santana, who's 39, couldn't get insurance, UNC status. He's going to play. Oh, he did get insurance. What the fuck is wrong with this shit, dude? He's UNC status and he got insurance, I guess. Anyway, he decided to risk and participate with the team, even though it means losing his guaranteed status on his contract with the Diamondbacks. So I guess the Diamondbacks don't guarantee his contract because of this. Maybe it's because of the insurance. I don't know, but he's going to play for his country because it means that much to him.
I don't think he's going to be playing that much anyway.
Hey, but he's going to be there to support his boys. That's even more impressive. It's like, I'm going to risk my contract just to be on the team and not even play. This shit means something to me, man. Fernando Tatis Jr., he's playing for the first time. Tatis Jr. couldn't play in the last tournament. He said not being able to play in the tournament was worse than getting suspended for PEDs. So we're talking about how Japan takes this shit so seriously. Dominican Republic, big shocker, fucking love baseball and take this shit seriously. 5 out of 6 players last time, or maybe it was 4 out of 5, said they'd rather win the World Baseball Classic than the World Series. The 5th one said it was a tie. This shit means something to me, man. Fernando Tatis Jr. said, quote, they have Ohtani, they have Yamamoto, they're incredible, but we're going to beat them. We fear no one. Dominican is talking shit and they want to win. They got embarrassed last time, but now they don't have Devers. They're free, bro. So Tatis is back. They've won it 2013. Only team to go undefeated.
That has to be outdated because of Japan.
Okay, sorry. Placata Power.
I mean, I messed that up.
Remember Platano Power at the Plantains? They had the Plantains 2013. Fernando Rodney. This stat blew my mind. Fernando Rodney pitched 8 games in the World Baseball Classic, in one World Baseball Classic, which is crazy. It's my chair, dude. What are you?
But dude, I thought it was like a bird or something.
This guy's scared of mouses or something. You have a fear of rodents?
I thought your chair was like a bird. I was like, is there a bird in here? We're kind of in this like how would you describe this, Jack?
A white abyss.
Yeah, we're in the white abyss because we got kicked out of the studio because we got sued, and the studio kicked us out, and it's us against the world right now.
Yeah, I mean, I walked like 2 miles in this white abyss just to like get in here.
I think it's very nice. The walls, did they look dirty? The walls are kind of dirty.
Anyway, don't worry about it.
The walls look a little dirty. But it's nice. I hope everyone at home is enjoying it. But back to the Dominican Republic. They're not going to have fucking De La Cruz, bro. Why am I forgetting his first name?
Ellie?
Ellie De La Cruz.
6 months without baseball podcasting, you're forgetting everybody.
Ellie De La Cruz is not playing. And this is, I'll be honest, quote, "It was a team's choice. I was dealing with a quad injury. They didn't want me to play. I want to play. I want to represent my country, but I believe in the team. I definitely want to play in the future." So he's saying the team didn't let him play. Now, other players on Dominican Republic say that's bullshit. Maybe not specifically, but Vladimir Guerrero Jr. comes out and says, you don't ask for permission when it comes to representing the Dominican Republic. That permission is in the heart. So Vladdy's throwing a little shade. And I'll be honest, Ellie De La Cruz, I don't think the Reds have the power to tell him not to play. If he's not injured the year before, right? He
They
played
can
100.
like strongly advise that you
Yeah,
don't
it's
play.
like maybe pressure him not to play. But if you want
But I mean, what the Reds going to do? Say, oh, well, if you go play in the WBC, you're not the starting shortstop?
All right. Yeah, I mean, he's the guy. But the Reds did this with a few guys. And Nadolo's not playing. And I'm blanking the other guy. There's a few guys. The Reds are being fucking communist about this shit. Not on the roster. Dominican Republic. Actually, let's roll down the roster. Just show you how fucking stacked they are. Fernando Tatis Jr., Juan Soto, Ketel Marte, Vladdy Jr., Junior Caminero, Manny Machado, Julio Rodriguez, Geraldo Perdomo, Agustin Ramirez. Who the fuck is that guy?
The slugging catcher for the Marlins?
Oh
He's
my
like
God.
a terrible defensive catcher, but he just hits bombs.
Jack's team, the Marlins. You got a player in the WC, baby. Maybe that's your team, Dominican. You got 2 Marlins. You got Sandy Alcantara in there.
Sick, dude.
Jack can't wait. He's penciling down the Dominican
The fact that you throw to me and then actually wait for me to respond.
I'm throwing it to Jack, dog. You also got Christopher Sanchez in the rotation for the Dominican. Luis Severino, Brian Bayo, Carlos Estevez, Gregory Soto, Camilo Duval. So like other than the United States, I mean, I feel like their roster depth is like way better than any other team. Like the other Latin teams, they're all good. They're kind of like in this middle range. But this is like front to back stacked. These are the guys not on the roster. Luis Castillo, Fran Rivales, Freddie Peralta, Willie Adames, Marcelo Zuna, Ellie, Teoscar, Jose Ramirez in the first round, Yuri Perez, Yunior Diaz, and they're still that stacked. Like Dominican goes without saying, pretty good at baseball. But they do have competition in this pool. And that would be Venezuela, the main one. They got Nicaragua, too, who Dusty Baker is the manager, which is like kind of funny because who would have thought Dusty Baker was from Nicaragua? He ain't.
I didn't even know he spoke Spanish.
He does speak a little Spanish, which is good. So they got a chance. Probably not the best team. Remember last year they had a guy who struck out Juan Soto, Julio Rodriguez, and Devers in a row. Just a random guy. Struck out the 3 best hitters in baseball, some of the 3 best hitters in baseball, then got a contract. He's back on the team. He's kind of struggled in the minor leagues, but he's there. But yeah, they got Dusty Baker, so don't count him out. Remember when Terry Collins managed China in 2009? That's my favorite fun fact, dude. Terry Collins was the manager of China back in the day. And then you also got the real rival for Dominican is Venezuela. Okay, so Venezuela, 5th best odds. This is their 6th World Baseball Classic. They best finish was in 2009 when they got 3rd place. Venezuela has the 3rd most MLB players behind the U.S. and the Dominican Republic. They got 5th last year. They went perfect in pool play, then lost in the quarterfinals to the United States, man, which was a heartbreaking loss for them. But this close, man, for Venezuela. Very, very deep team, very good baseball country. Can't use NPB players, though, because of insurance. Not a fan of insurance. Jesus Luzardo is out. He says he's out in January, but now says he could be back in the 2nd round. So they could get Jesus Luzardo on the team. Let's run through Venezuela's squad. Ronald Acuna Jr., MVP. Jackson Churio, Rookie of the Year. Wilner Abreu, really good player for the Red Sox. Eugenio Suarez, one of the biggest stories of the trade deadline. Gleyber Torres, Miguel Garcia, Wilson Contreras, Luis Ariz, Andres Jimenez, William Contreras, Salvador Perez, and Daniel Palencia. Don't forget about their pitchers, Ranger Suarez and Eduardo Rodriguez. I guess that's the difference between them and the Dominican is the pitching.
Yeah. I mean, Daniel Palencia, he was the Cubs closer at the end of the year. Might not be a notable name for a lot of people, but aside from that, the pitching is a huge... Ranger Suarez, great pitcher. Eduardo Rodriguez, good pitcher. And then after that, it's a steep fall off.
Yeah, so look up when they play the Dominican, because that is the game to watch in this pool play round. In terms of like just the talent going at each other and the fan atmosphere, I believe it's in Miami. I hope it's in Miami. Dominican versus Venezuela. Last time they played was fucking insane. It's going to be gnarly. It's going to be like Caribbean Winter League vibes. But
the Dominican and Venezuela game is the final game of pool play.
So there you go. The only thing that pisses me off about that is you get a scenario where they both have clinched, if that's possible. So they don't.
I mean, it is, yeah, definitely.
If they don't throw their full power at each other, that will make it a little lame. But that is the game to watch. And then one more time, Jose Alvarado will not be playing for Venezuela, either will Altuve. And he said, quote, "Like I told you, the insurance is a piece of shit. I don't care how others, because this is a dream that every kid has, and that they do such a shitty thing to you, man. It's a piece of shit." And I agree, man. Insurance can suck my dick, man. And I don't say that lightly. I never say that, unless it's insurance. Israel's in the tournament. They got the 5th worst odds, and they have, who they got? Tommy Cahill.
Kenley, the guy who only throws changeups.
Oh, Dean Kramer, Garen Stubbs, Spencer Horowitz. Apparently they got a lot of extra security, dude. Why? What happened to Israel? Bunch of nobodies on the team. Why would anyone even care?
As far as I know, nothing going on anywhere around the world, really.
I haven't heard it's like they think they need extra security. It's like, dude, maybe if you're Venezuela or Dominican, you have a full roster of MLB players, you need extra security. But Israel, like, these guys aren't even like really big name guys. But they have extra security, dude. And I just still don't know why. They got a guy named Fish. That's the manager?
Like their the manager? Is he just the manager?
Yeah, Fish. You put it in here. Who's Nate Fish?
What's his first name? Gefilta?
What'd you say?
I said Gefilta.
What's Gefilta?
It's just that's a Jew joke.
Oh, because you're Jewish.
Yeah, that'll just be for the ones at home.
So, like, are you an Israeli citizen?
No, I'm not even religious, bro.
Well, you don't have to be religious to be in Israel.
I'm significantly more Floridian than I am Jewish.
But you don't need to be religious to live in Israel.
Right. What I'm saying is that I don't have as an American citizen, I don't have a connection to Israel.
But you could if you wanted.
Yeah.
So, and then you could get on the WBC team.
I probably could, yeah. I probably could. I could probably dominate, I would imagine.
I feel like there's a part of Joey who is like outwardly like, I'd never play for another team but USA, but secretly he's trying to find another lineage. And he's like, well, you could play for Korea, you could play for Israel, but I can't play for anybody else in the US.
Well, you think I want anything other than American blood?
So if Great Britain calls you and says, hey, WBC. You get to face all of these guys, join the team. You'd be like, no.
After what they did in 1776, dude, and 1812, British, dude, they fucking colonized us. That's bullshit, dude. England fucking colonized us. I don't fuck with that at all.
England colonized us?
The United States.
They colonized us?
Yes, dude. Do you know
What are you
their
talking
history?
about?
In the United States, dude, we got colonized by England.
No, we were England.
You were
No,
the
bro, we're
colonizers.
American, dog.
We were British, and then we came here.
And then
Independence.
decided not to be British
You're
anymore.
fucking Jewish, motherfucker. You don't count, dog.
So
I'm
Nate
saying,
Fish.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. The same reason why you don't fuck with Japan, dude. They colonized Korea. So we can't fuck with
The
England.
difference is that the people who came from England were the colonizers,
Dude, don't-
and then they just stayed.
Right. We're the colonizers.
There's no difference, dude.
Those
Can we get back to Israel? They're
those
way worse. All right,
stars and
listen,
stripes,
stop.
brother.
We're getting back to Israel.
Okay, let's do it.
Nate Fish is the CEO of Israel Baseball America.
Well, we wish them the best. They got a tough bracket, dude. Has Israel ever done good in this? They went, I feel like they had some seasons. They got 6 in 2017, so they were like a Cinderella squad.
Yeah, and then they said this year that they have like a history of winning streaks, and that's why they're an
Hey,
underdog.
I heard that the Emperor of Japan is going to go to the game against Australia. You imagine if Netanyahu showed up in person?
No.
Be crazy. Be crazy. Something to watch for. Israel's always interesting.
Security would be stressed.
I mean, security is going to be stressed, dude. Always interesting, man. And then you got the Netherlands, man. Speaking of colonizers, this is we're right on topic right now. The Netherlands, which is a bunch of guys who are not from the Netherlands. Do they have a few Dutch players though, right?
They have actually a few guys who were born in the Netherlands, but for the most part, it's just Curacao and Aruba.
Curacao and Yoruba. That's it. Is there any other? It's because I always thought it's just Team Curacao basically.
Well, I mean,
most
Xander
of it.
Bogaerts is from Aruba. Chadwick Trump is from Aruba.
Chadwick Trump.
And then they've got, a few American guys. Drew Jones, son of Andrew Jones. A
But
guy named
yeah.
Derek West. And then the rest of it are guys from the Netherlands I've never heard of. And Curacao.
Yeah, so Netherlands could throw a wrench in this whole thing because the Netherlands have always been, a step down for sure from Dominican and the Venezuela, but have the talent to upset them. 9 players on MLB rosters from Aruba, 14 Curacao. Sorry, I'm getting fucked up right now. There's a lot of things going on. So Curacao, by population, produces the most players per capita. Is that still the truth?
Yeah, their population is only 180,000 people, and they've produced, what do I have it here? Like 17 MLB players. They're 30% the size of Wyoming. And Wyoming, in the entire history of Major League Baseball, has produced 17 players. So they're
better at baseball than Wyoming?
a third of the size
Acts
of
like
Wyoming.
that's even means, a third of the size. They're a third of the size of Wyoming?
Population-wise,
So I
and
was
yet have
like, that's
produced
not
the
really
same
like
amount
a
of
flex.
MLB players.
Like, well, we're better than Wyoming. Congrats, dude. I mean, have you been to Wyoming?
I have not.
I did, dude. Jackson Hole. I skied there.
You're just so sick.
I'm just not trying to brag.
You're fucking sick.
Black
bro.
diamonds, bro. Black diamond shit.
Joey really likes to shout out where he's been. Canada. I've been to Canada.
He gets around. He gets around.
I've been to Canada and Wyoming. Where have you been, motherfucker? Don't care. It's not really about the Netherlands. Have you been to the Netherlands?
I've not been to the Netherlands.
Nope.
Amsterdam?
Nope.
Damn good beer. Red light district? Jack, dude. You ever been to the red light district? You
Nope. I haven't been to Amsterdam.
creepy motherfucker.
If I go, I'm in.
You
I'm in.
fucking
Let's go, dude. BD trip.
get prostitutes.
Fucking red light district.
Fuck yeah, dude. One last hurrah. Because these guys are both getting married, dude. By the way. For people at home, Jack
Mitch, you are?
and Mitchell both getting
Got
married.
engaged November.
In November. Did I congratulate you or know about this?
I don't think so.
Damn, congrats, dude.
Yeah, they both got engaged. Not me. Anyway. Can the fans come to the wedding, Jack?
No.
Mitchell?
No.
Okay. Anyway, it's really more about the Netherlands. Netherlands, you're falling off, dude. As soon as we start talking about you, we want to talk about something else.
So I feel like the Netherlands has a good offense. They've got Ozzy Albies, Sander Bogarts, Jerkson Profar, Sadan Rafaela. These are like not just MLB players, but these are starters or all-stars. Aside from Kenley Jansen, did you recognize a single pitcher?
Well, I see Jurangelo Cinti, but he's not
on
playing.
the roster.
No, I don't.
So I think if I remember correctly, besides Jansen, none of these guys, only one of these guys has pitched in the major leagues, and that was 13 years ago. And they're in the same pool as like these offensive juggernauts in Venezuela and the DR. So even though they have good offensive guys, they have to basically face Goliath with Davids as pitchers.
Yes, they're in a tough pool, but they got some hitters. Didi Gregorius is back. My prediction is they will beat either Dominican Republic or Venezuela. Beat one of those two, and then it will come down to that last game between Venezuela and Dominican Republic to see who moves on. And that will be the game to watch of the first round.